Welcome back to River Bottom Pursuits. This is the last episode of season 6. We really appreciate you guys watching this season, and we look forward to you guys tuning in for season 7 come July 2025. This week we are going to be chasing a monster whitetail here in central Oklahoma. This story kind of starts back in the 2021-22 season, where a few days before Christmas time, this just absolute giant shows up. And I had no idea kind of where he had come from. And I'm only hunting, around 10 acres right here at my house. And a couple of my other neighbors, they hunt 5 acres here and, 5 acres over there. They had seen this deer too. And it's always been on nighttime. And none of us could really pattern him on what he was doing. And we hunted him hard at the end of that season, the last couple weeks, and all of us were pretty unsuccessful and never even saw him. So, here comes 22, and he never once showed up on me at my place ever, not one time. I ran the same system as I ran, food plot and feeder, choke cams everywhere on this little 10 acres, and he never showed up one time. And my neighbor Eric, he had him a couple times, but he wasn't staying consistent on either one of us. So we just assumed that, he lived on a bigger property and he would just kind of cruise through us and here and there. And the 22 season, like I said, I never saw him once on my place, and I'd kind of given up hope on him ever coming back. And I'd been hunting in Kansas, and fast forward to 2023 season, I had been hunting up in Kansas, and I had shot a good 10-pointer up there, and I had come home, and rifle season had kicked off here, and I had ended up moving one of my reveals in there closer, to my food plot area, and lo and behold, this deer shows up. And from what he jumped to in, from 2022, 21-22 season to the 23 season, it was just, he had put on so much more character. All of his points and all of his odd stuff had really gotten longer and heavier. He was a definite 6-year-old, 5-year-old plus for sure. We were thinking he is a 6-year-old, but I literally dropped everything that I was doing at the time and was just focusing on getting this deer down here in Oklahoma.
This segment is brought to you by the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort and by Rank 1 Medical. Elevate your health.
Aqua Well Drilling is family owned and operated and has been drilling water wells in central Oklahoma for decades. We are licensed by the state through the Oklahoma Water Resources Board. You can trust that we're going to get the job done right with no excess mess. Using the latest equipment, we can dig a well in the span of a day. You could be saving money on your water bill immediately. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-454-6264 or visit our website at aquaweldrillingok.com.
Rank 1 Medical focuses on enhancing your overall well-being. We offer comprehensive solutions that prioritize your health and vitality. We specialize in medical weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy. Take the first step towards a healthier lifestyle today by scheduling a consultation with us. Elevate your health with Rank 1 Medical and experience the difference in your well-being.
The scenario that I had set up on my food plot area was basically just set up for a south wind or an easterly wind. That was just the way that I could access that area, and I was really limited to what I could hunt. And the next, I think, 3 days in a row were going to be a north wind. So the first day I just decided that I'm not going in there. He has came through once. I'm gonna see if he comes through again or if he's hanging out before I just go in there, and blow him completely out of the little bedding area that I had. I really thought that he was in there breeding some of my does, so I just decided to hang back. And then the next day, Tyler and I were talking on the phone, and he was just like, "Man, you don't have a huge piece of property, that he's not going to be there for long. You only have a few does that live there." And he's like, "If it were me, I'd be pushing the letter." So that next day I went and I put out a bunch of Big and J and a little bit of corn, just hoping that maybe I could pull some of my does out in the daylight. And but the wind was still going to be north. I mean, there was just no getting around it. I mean, it's the first time ever that I've just literally went into the woods and sat with the wind at my back and was just hoping for the best. But it was, the peak of the rut here in central Oklahoma. So, I mean, I got some nose jammer, and I just soaked down in nose jammer and went and hoped for the best. Big cold front moved in day before yesterday, and I've had this absolute monster deer show up. I didn't see him last year on trail camera, but the neighbors said that they still seen him. I mean, he's a 190 plus, so they're not really keen on food right now with it being in the middle of the rut, but he's moved in here to this little property, and I think he's breeding a few of my does, and I only have 4 or 5 does that live on this property. So I went and grabbed a couple bags of Big and J, and in hopes of I'm throwing out all the stops, just trying to pull some of these does in here to this property and hoping that he's going to be behind him. He's an absolute giant for anywhere, not just Oklahoma, but the cold weather, and I'm hoping maybe this Big and J and this food plot will pull these does out here in the daylight in the next couple days. The wind's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try since it's the middle of the rut. But I figured this Big and J's not going to hurt anything by putting it out, and maybe those does will come in a little bit early. It's mainly been nighttime, but I'm hoping the combination of the cold front and a little bit of this Big and J will maybe get him in here. I don't know, I'm just going for broke here, trying to get this big deer down. He's not going to stay on this property too long.
This segment is brought to you by Block Sand Incorporated and by Red Diamond Sweet Tea.
Anybody who comes to the Grand Casino Resort, they're going to obviously have a lot of things to do, but when they come to the sushi bar, it's just going to be an experience right from the get-go. Sometimes you might even feel bad about eating it because it looks so pretty, but you know, you should eat it. It's going to be very tasty.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. The plan worked. Cool. It's the biggest deer in my life. It's a giant. It's an Oklahoma giant. I'm sorry I couldn't give y'all much footage. I mean, the wind is so marginal tonight. But this deer showed up on us 4 or 5 days ago. He left for 2 days and he came back, and I noticed he was breeding one of my does. He was with her all night last night. I mean, I knew he was gonna win me at any freaking second. The doe had already started trying to get out of here a little bit. So as soon as I had an opportunity to shoot, I just took my shot. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus, for letting him come out. Oh my gosh, what a giant! What a giant! Oh my gosh! He came out when he got here 4 or 5 nights ago. I went and grabbed some Big and J from my shop. And a bag of corn and just anything that I could do to try to keep him or that doe in my area. And he was on that Big and J all night last night. All night. Like 45 something pictures of him and that doe just circling this food plot. And I told Tyler, I said, dude, look. I said, I know he's breeding one of my does. He's gonna be gone. And there's not a whole lot of does that live here on this little farm, on this little place. So I told him, I said, dude, it's late November. I think my best strategy is just to hunt no matter what the wind's doing and pray that he just pokes his head out and I get a shot at him. And like I said, it was quick, wham, bam, but yes, baby, yes! River Bottom Pursuits on the board here in Oklahoma. I got 1 tag left in Oklahoma. I already filled my Kansas tag 2 weeks ago up there on a really nice 10-pointer with my bow. I am ecstatic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. I want to thank Shelby and the kids for putting up with me being gone so much, chasing these big animals. I am beside myself. Babe, I love you. Thank you for taking up the slack while I'm gone. It means the world to me. Let's go see what this sucker is.
This segment brought to you by Aqua Well Drilling Company. And by N&R Feed and Supply.
Nakoma Park Dental is located at 10420 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. If you are looking for gentle, affordable, and quality dental care, then you have come to the right place. Dr. Jason Wallace and his knowledgeable team will take care of your oral health care by listening to your specific needs and by using state-of-the-art technology. So give us a call at 405-987-1176 or visit our website at nakomaparkdental.com.
At Whole Heat and Air, we know how important it is to keep your home comfortable year-round. With over 17 years of experience, our certified technicians provide top-notch heating and cooling services. From installations and repairs to regular maintenance, we handle it all with professionalism and care. Stay comfortable with Whole Heat and Air.
Call us today at 405-454-6338 or visit our website at wholeheatandair.com. This segment brought to you by NNR Feed and Supply and by Red Diamond Tea.
Let's go see what this sucker is. Gosh. Alright, I just climbed down. Let's go see what this sucker is. I mean, he is a bruiser. Definitely my biggest buck ever. Dressed like the Michelin Man because a huge cold front moved in last night. And it was like 16 degrees this morning, wind chill. I think it topped out at like 38 today. So it was just brutally cold with a 20-mile-an-hour north wind. So I'm all bundled up, but the cold weather worked because his doe came right out. And I mean, the plan worked flawlessly. Look at the size of that deer. Oh my gosh. I mean, that 308. Look at the size of this deer. Whoa, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say besides Oklahoma giant. I mean, I am absolutely speechless. Look at all that. He was facing me. They were about to leave. The wind was not good tonight at all. I mean, look at the mass and the points. I mean, he's got it all. What? Yeah, he was facing me. So I had to shoot him kind of facing me a little bit. So I aimed for upper shoulder, hoping to get lungs, and it did. You can see by the blood on his antlers, it leveled him, and he just laid here and pumped out. What an absolute giant. Look at that deer. I mean, look at that deer. I don't even know what to say, but oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm speechless. If y'all know me, that never happens. But this deer is massive. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I didn't even see all this. I mean, let me get some of this junk off of me here.
Well, he makes up for last year.
Quicker I can breathe. Yeah. I ate a tag sandwich last year because I got locked into hunting one deer on the river, and he never showed. And I mean, I couldn't tell you how many deer I passed in the 140s last year. But I mean, this is an amazing animal. Oh my gosh. Well, let's count him up and see what he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on that left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the right. a 9x12. And with just crazy mass. Crazy mass. His body's not as big as what I really thought it was going to be. We have pictures of this deer 2 seasons ago. He came in and was probably in the mid upper 150s. As a 4-year-old, me and Tyler think he was 4. And then I didn't see him last season at all. And then he showed back up 4 or 5 days ago. And golly, I'm glad I had my gun in my hand. He looked so on the hoof, he looked so big, I might not have been able to get it done with a bow. My gosh. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this animal. Oh, you know I've worked hard, Lord. Thank you for blessing us with this absolute Oklahoma giant. All I can say is wow. Unreal.
Closed captioning brought to you by French Drains OKC.